Mr. Chair, colleagues, issues of climate change that we're discussing today are extremely important, and they have an impact on everyone. Russia, just as other countries, is experiencing the negative consequences of climate change, which is why we have erosion of soils and the melting of permafrost and the desertification. And the average temperature in Russia is growing faster than the global speed. It has increased almost by a half degree in the last 10 years. And in the Arctic, the speed is even higher. So Russia is acting on the global level proactively, and we are implementing all our commitments on the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change and the Paris Agreement. And we're making consistent steps to increase the energy efficiency of our economy, to optimize the power sector, and to decrease gas byproducts in oil production. Low-carbon energy technologies are being actively developed in Russia. And the share of almost carbon-free sources such as nuclear power plants and hydro, wind and solar power plants are over 40% in the total energy mix. And considering gas, which is the cleanest hydrocarbon fuel, we got one of the best parameters in the world. And Russia is one of the leaders in global decarbonization, according to international experts. Over the last 20 years, we've had an annual decrease of 2.7% of energy consumption. And now we have a program up to 2035 to increase the energy efficiency of our economy, which will be an important step to achieve our objectives, to achieve carbon neutrality by 2060. And we have made a public commitment in this regard. And we're not only after carbon neutrality, but what we aim for is to ensure that the total sum of greenhouse gas emissions is less than in the EU over the next 3 decades. And we expect to have long-term plans and long-term collaboration with our neighbors, and to act on the basis of technological neutrality principles, considering different technologies for power generation. And as for solar power, the carbon footprint is higher in this industry than in the nuclear industry by 4 times. And strategic environmental projects need to be promoted. Experts think that we need to have a rating of such projects in terms of their impact, their contribution to the reduction of greenhouse gas emissions. And the projects included in such a rating, such as the project for forest conservation in Russia and Latin America, might even be more effective than investments in renewable energy sources in some countries. And solving the global warming problem is something that requires more than just reducing emissions. We need to improve our absorption capacity, and Russia has an important potential in this regard. We have forests, the tundra, agricultural land and seas. So we intend to improve the quality of governance in the forestry sector, to restore forests and to expand territories, of virgin land. These efforts open up new avenues for international cooperations as well, for decades to come. And this will be an important contribution to the climate track. Implementing climate and nature conservation measures at the G20 level should be the basis for forming a unified, fair and transparent rules for climate governance. They need to be based on recognized models of accounting and monitoring climate absorption measures. We need to have a comprehensive approach with the close linkages to steps made to develop the economy and the well-being of our people, as our colleague said. Thank you.